Hello everyone, it's been so long and I've missed all my yogis and I miss the Calabasas Library and I miss life as we knew it, just not so long ago. But here we are, fortunate to have some online video programming, so hope you enjoyed this brief, short session of yoga practice. We're going to just start with an easy 30 minutes today. And we'll work our way back up in following programs and sessions. And the beautiful thing is you can watch it at your convenience, stop and start it as many times as you want, replay it until you've had enough of me and enough of this session. And then we go on to the next session together. So thank you for joining me. My name is Deanne Wenger. I'm the yoga instructor here at Calabasas Library in Calabasas, California. It's absolutely beautiful out. The birds are chirping, the flowers are blooming, and if you hear any external noises, that's just life in the making. And so I'm not going to stop and start and edit and look for perfection in this video. It's my first time at it, so we'll just go for it as we do, yoga flexible style. And if you'd like to pause the video and add some of your own personal music, feel free, for your listening pleasure. In the meantime, let's all go down on our backs to our mat, the place we like to be. That feels good, doesn't it? Come on down, as we say. Not sure if the lighting is suitable and if you're able to see me clearly, hopefully so. And we'll work on that as the weeks go on. Let your arms and legs completely surrender down to the mat, to the earth. And just let your mind slow down a bit, if possible. Let's take a few cleansing breaths together. Take a nice inhale through your nose. And then gently release and exhale through your nose or back of your throat. One more time. Inhale. And full exhale. Let your left leg come in towards your center as your right leg straightens away from you. Let your hands interlace their palms and fingers around your left shin, never wanting to pull around the kneecap area. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, we draw that left leg in a little bit more. If this reachability is not available for you, let your hands come to the back of your thigh. A great place to rest as well. Continue flexing through both feet. Draw another inhale. On the exhale, release that left leg out. Another inhale draws that right leg in. Both hands wrap around, fingers interlace. Again, always having that option to connect your hands in the back of your thigh, flexing both feet towards you, trying to maintain both hips square to one another and shooting straight up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Another inhale. Exhale it out. Slowly release. Both arms reach out to the side. Both legs draw in towards your center. Hands interlace one more time. Feet flex and feet point. Feet flex and point. You can paddle out your feet, pedal out your feet. Opposite, one and the other, one and the other. Just like that. Beautiful. One more time, inhale. And exhale it out. Nice. Both hands reach overhead again. Left hand reaches and wraps around your right wrist, slowly extending the arm away from you. Both feet are pointed, toes pressing down to the earth, hollowing out the belly. Your lower back gently lifts off the mat. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Hands back down by your side. Feet relax. Another inhale. Right hand clasped around the left wrist, extending the left arm away. Never wanting to pull or yank. Always being mindful of that arm socket. Again, notice how your lower back lifts gently off the mat. So try to let that relax back down, becoming nice and flat and flush to the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, arms and feet come back to neutral position. Good. And from here, we're going to let those legs lift up that wall, that imaginary wall. This is a great restorative pose available to you at any time. Just enjoy that freedom of lifting those legs up, defying gravity, up towards the ceiling. I like to imagine that I'm stamping my feet onto the ceiling, really straightening through the legs without locking the knees. You can lift your arms up and reach up, lifting your heads and shoulders off the mat, reaching your fingers towards your feet for 3. Can you reach a little higher for 2? Can you reach a little higher for 1? And slowly relax back down, arms out to the side. Let your legs roll over to the right side, and your head slowly shifts to the left. Letting that left shoulder blade just become one with the mat, melting down. Take a nice cleansing inhale and let it out. Legs and head come back to center. Legs shift over to the left side as your gaze follows to the right. Really enjoying that nice side body stretch. Feet are stacked one on top of the other, and just letting that back of your back, your shoulders melt down to the mat. Doesn't that feel nice? Hopefully the answer is yes. Take another inhale. Exhale back to center. Slowly continue to roll over to your right side, using that left palm to assist you back up to a seated position. Your legs are swayed to your left, and we're going to bring our left arm up and back, palm flat to the mat, as our right arm reaches over towards your left hip. Shoulders relax down, and we get into a nice side twist. I like to imagine I'm a mermaid perched on that rock, looking over the ocean. And we slowly release. Legs switch sides over to the right. Do you hear the honking in the background? It's called life. Yes? Left hand, that's our music for today. To the right hip, right palm reaches up and back. Almost using it as a kickstand to sit up nice and tall. Practicing that straight spine whenever possible. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. And we release. Good. Plant your palms on the mat, and we're going to shift into a tabletop. Palms are stacked directly under your shoulders as your knees are under your hips. Here we are, resuming our position of tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under your, hand under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Now let's just let our hips glide side to side, side to side, adding on that breath work, however you'd like, and then taking that gaze to the opposite side. You could slow it down or speed it up. You decide how you're feeling. Coming back to a neutral position, and then let's enjoy some cat-cows. Arching from our pelvis and hips, take a nice inhale. Exhale, we round our back. Nice. Full circle. Inhale forward. And exhale round. Chin to chest. Really make sure your thumbs are nice and flat to the mat. Wanting to create no extra pressure on your thumbs or fingers or wrists. Continuing to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And last mad cat, we stay here. Relax those shoulders away from your ears. Chin to chest, crown of your head shining down. Top of your feet flush to the mat. And then we release to neutral position. Beautiful. Flipping your toes, preparing for our first downward dog of the day. We're going to slowly lift our hips as our heels release down. Take a nice inhale. Knees lift as our heels lower. Yes. Feeling all the benefits of being inverted in our downward dog position. Enjoy a few breaths here, few moments of just letting go. If you would like to lift that right heel, lowering your left heel, trying to maintain that left hip nice and straight forward. Draw another inhale. On the exhale, we switch. Right heel lowers as the left heel lifts. Beautiful, everyone. Let's alternate again. Right heel lifts, left heel lowers. One more time. On each side, right heel lowers. And one more time on the left side, left heel lowers. Left heel lifts back up, coming high on your tippy toes, and we slowly roll our knees down. Knees can stay forward, or you could bring the soles of your feet together, knees coming out towards the long edge of your mat as we slowly lower down to child's pose. Notice how your arms may sink down to the mat. And we call that surrendering or releasing. If you would like to engage, fire up the pose, you can lift your forearms and elbows off the mat. You can even lift your head up and extend your arms towards the front edge of the mat. You decide what you're needing at this moment. And from here, we slowly rise up. Bring your knees back together if you separated them. Draw your left knee in line with your left heel of your palm. Right leg releases out, and that right foot becomes perpendicular to your left foot. right hand can stay on the mat or slowly rise your right hand to your hip. You can stay here as well, or let that right arm float upwards, palm opening in front of you. Spreading through your fingers wide. Take a nice inhale. As we root down, we rise up. Draw another inhale. Feel free to stay here or let that palm roll over your right ear towards the front of you, the front of your mat. Feeling that nice, long side body extension. Inhale back up. Hand comes to rest back on your hip and back down to the floor. Right knee comes back to meet the left. And this time, let's enjoy some nice hip circles to remove any angst that may be stuck or locked in your hips. Just getting all that out. Nice and fluid. One more time in clockwise motion. And we come back up to center. I'm going to turn around so my back's not to you, but you're going to keep that right knee in line with your right wrist as you bring that left leg out behind you. I'm just going to switch it around. You can maintain that left palm to the floor. I also have my blocks if you need to rise that floor up. You can use books, a pillow, blocks, or if you feel that steadiness in this pose, bring that hand to your left hip as you enjoy a nice side stretch on the left side. Hand can stay there, or it can slowly rise up. Palm again opens up, spreading wide through the fingers. Really enjoy that nice opening created on this side as you feel steady through your breath, calmness in your heart. Take another inhale. Exhale, stay there, or let that arm float overhead, over your left ear. Good. Nice side body stretch. Reaching, energizing through your fingertips as you ground and breathe through your sole of your foot. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Bring that left palm back, left leg lowers to the mat. And this time we're going to enjoy some nice circular motions. Counterclockwise. Ooh, a little snap, popple, crackle, pop in my knees. The joys of getting older. Older and better. Is that what they say? Let's get a couple more circular motions. And last one. Good. Flipping those toes once again. We're going to lift those legs up as we come into our downward facing dog. You want to align your feet so they're parallel to one another, the long edges of the mat. Hands are parallel as well. And we feel nice and steady in our pose. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, we lift our left leg up. Keep those hips square to the mat so you don't have to go very far with that lifting of your left leg because you don't want to open up yet. We're really keeping that left hip lowered and squared off to the right. Take another inhale. Left leg lowers. Nice. Right leg lifts. And lower that right leg. Take 3 on these videos. Take another inhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. Coming into a Raggedy Ann. Position Raggedy Ann. Let your arms cross. Your head comes to nestle and rest between your arms. Always keep a soft bend in your knees, slight micro bend if needed. As we rotate side to side, to side, to side, swaying back and forth. That's how it rolls. Let your hands come back up to your hips, and with that nice flat back, engaging your abdominal core to protect your back, we slowly rise. Inhale, release your arms up. Open up your arms, going into that baby back bend. Feel that freedom, that spaciousness across your chest and collarbones. Inhale up. Exhale once again. Doesn't that feel nice, squeezing your shoulder blades? Really opening up through the front and the back. Inhale once again. Hands to heart center. Where we time, I say it's time for a nice balancing pose. We'll keep it nice and gentle. Hands always start on our hips. A nice place to begin. As we slowly lift our right leg up, 90 degrees with a bent knee at a 90-degree angle from the hip to the knee to the ankle. Good. If you need a little extra support, feel free to create a pillow with your hands for your leg to rest in. Otherwise, let the strength of your entire body support the weight of the lifted leg. Take a nice inhale, lower it down. Beautiful, shake it out, shake, shake, shake. Plant the right leg, left leg lifts. Good. Again, as if you have 2 high beams shining forward from your hips, both pointed forward, trying to stay nice and straight. Again, keeping that flexed foot nice and strong as your standing leg feels no extra burden. You can place those hands underneath if needed. Everyone, let's take a gentle lift, keeping your hands there and slowly lowering down. Shake it out. As you know me so well, adding on. Left leg stands as your right leg lifts. Let your arms reach out to the side. Feel that freedom of limbs lifted up. So easily, so available with your calmness, your breath, and your stamina. Draw another inhale as we exhale it down. Shake, shake, shake. Right leg plants, left leg lifts, hands start on your hips if you so desire, or let those arms reach out. Reach in opposite directions. Feel that energy going from side to side, from the bottom to the top. So much energy spelling out your limbs, arms and legs. Take another inhale, exhale it down. Okay, one more to go. I bet you guess what it is. Right leg lifts, flexing through that right lifted foot. If at any time you need to lower and start again, feel free. Arms reach out and take another inhale. Right leg lifts, trying not to lean forward or back. Trying to just stay nice and steady. calm, and lift it. Inhale again, lower it down. Get some heat going there if you're not already heated. I would imagine by now you have a lot of heat generating, especially through your legs, your upper legs. Hands start on your hips. Right leg stand straight as your left leg lifts. Arms reach out. A little balance act. We call a little balance challenge. Leg can stay right there or slowly lift it out. Take a nice inhale. I like to call this the ta-da moment. And we exhale it down. Shake it out. Shake it out. Kick it side to side. Beautiful. I didn't have the timer going, but I think we're at about 30 minutes, so let's go down to the mat. Let's enjoy one abdominal exercise. That will make me feel so happy. How about you? And then we'll prepare for our final Shavasana. Slowly lower down. Arms out to the side. As we draw our knees up, hands come to just rest behind our neck. Just supporting our neck, never pulling on the neck. Elbows spread open. And then we're going to go into our yoga bicycle. Right elbow to the left knee, left elbow to the right. And alternate right to left, left to right. You can go to your own speed, slow it down. You could step it up. You have options of letting your head go down to the mat and not lifting the head and neck. It's a little less advanced, but yet it still targets the core. And then let's go double time. Yes. For 3. 3 again. And 2. Did I say double time? 2 again. And 1. And last one. Is that nice? Slowly relax everything down. Maybe getting one final stretching pose. Bringing your feet back to the mat. Going into our bridge, lifting those hips up. Pulling that belly down. Finding your hands by clasping your fingers, rolling those shoulders down. If your knees are splaying out, draw them back together as if a magnet's pulling them in. And we lift up, keep your gaze up. Let those big toe mounds rest to the mat for 3, and 2, and 1. Slowly release down. Nice. As we slowly surrender and prepare for our final Shavasana. Your palms can be fully opened, top of your hands flat to the mat, or if you'd like to find finger to finger, creating symbolic meaning with different gestures, hand gestures, which are called mudra, M-U-D-R-A. I want to read one final poem that a friend, my good friend Donna, shared with me. This poem was written by Marion Williamson. So let yourself calm your mind, quiet your body as you lay in Shavasana, your final resting pose. This poem says, may this moment of deep unrest be a fever that serves in time to heal us, make the best of us, of who we are, rise up in glory, and our shadow places dissolve in light. bless the lovers, and heal the haters. Pave a path for our country out of pain and into peace. Give us strength and show us the way. Make our country a better place. Wishing everyone a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Please join in with me. Namaste. Thank you.